I've seen the Bengals lose some embarrassing games. I've seen them play terribly at times, even when Joe Burrow was healthy. But I haven't seen them play this bad in back-to-back weeks in a long time. How long exactly? Try 17 years. The Bengals have been outscored by a combined 63 points going back to last week's loss against the Minnesota Vikings when they lost by 38. Combine that with a 25-point loss that they just suffered to the Denver Broncos on Monday Night Football. That's a negative 63-point differential in a 2-week span. The Bengals haven't done that since the middle of the 2008 season. For all of Zac Taylor's obvious warts and faults as head coach, the Bengals have never looked this bad in back-to-back games with him at the helm. And that is what's the most concerning about this team right now. Not the obvious faults with the roster and with their coaching, but the fact that they took the most embarrassing loss in franchise history and they allowed it to carry over into Monday Night Football, into a completely different week. They look like the same incompetent, lifeless mess. To not bounce back like they've typically always done in the Taylor era, it does raise the biggest red flags that I can possibly imagine with this team. And that in itself is why I really don't know where they go from here. We could be seeing a situation in which the Bengals may actually consider firing their head coach in the middle of the season when he has still another year left on his contract. Again, I'm not predicting anything, but the worst thing that could have happened to Taylor was for that week 3 loss in Minnesota to carry over to the next week. And that's exactly what happened. His team looks cooked. They look done. And I really don't know how he saves himself from this.